Alright, welcome everybody to Team's Grand Final Day 2025.
Darwin Open Team versus Katherine Open Team. Have we got their lineups?
Big lineups before pros.
We shouldn't forget. Trey, Davis, Brad and Matty D. Willie, Rule, Troy and LeBron. LeBron's head. He's tall enough to get it in the way. LeBron. Davis, nice out. What have we got over here? Willie not travelling this year?
No, he's a bit busy with work and life.
Playing the current Northern Territory singles champion last night. Great chance.
The champion.
Beating 11-time singles champion Chris Beagley in a great final.
He's overrun that by quite a bit. Cuts still on, the white going to the red, around the red.
He's going to try and cut it into the corner there. Yeah.
Willie's one problem ball. Red on the left rail. does double, but
he's only really got that one problem ball there with that yellow, but it's sorry, he's got the two. This other pocket's covered down here, but if you get behind him, you can go into the centre. Or is Willie going to go a big shot safety, red inside the yellow in the corner, you think?
Yeah, not sure if it goes in or if he's going to play the skill shot.
Davis on the first one, so we got Brad Abdillah and Troy George. Brad to break. And off, unfortunately. Great break otherwise.
Well, he's played a good skill shot. Well, not a skill shot, but a good turnover shot.
Troy coming to the table with a pretty open field there. Shot selection, it's potting practice. You go yellow, Steve?
Yeah, so you just got to make sure you transition to the black. And probably the top right. Maybe the top left. It might go in as well. That's a good shot.
Yeah, it's a great shot. Tables are slowing down a bit towards the end of the week. Troy. A little bit nervy there, he's got to stay down in shots. He's had a huge week.
He has, both on and off the table.
Yes, the President, Katherine President, taking care of business in the room. His game has just really come of age over the last 12 to 18 months.
He travels up for most of the tournaments and plays them. He's starting to get deeper and deeper.
Well, I was talking to him the other day and he was talking about the NT Open a couple of years ago. He's come all the way down and didn't win a frame in the round robin.
Oh.
So it was a hell of a long drive to sort of go out that way to last year's NT Open, and he's playing Travel with quarters. You know, like what a transition. He's put some work into there and it's showing too. Turned into quite a formidable player, playing well under pressure too.
I'm not sure if I've been leaving the top yellow to last with the tray. No, not last. That's good.
Yeah, Troy didn't want to be here. Okay, what's he left? I'd have to say Brad. You say should get the chocolates in.
Yeah, look, it's early days in the match. There's a bit of pressure with the ball hanging with the bag, so we will feel that a little bit.
That's not going to help him at all. He'll cover that up and make life difficult, I'm sure.
Probably a bit of a safer option now. Yeah.
But he had 2 opportunities last night against Mitch to make the Masters final, and just got a bit unlucky. One he goes with a kiss, and the other one that left the black hanging. Trey has gone onto that. I don't know. I thought he would be playing for the centre personally, but it looks like.
Yeah, a little bit harder to hold the white there, but I think that's what he was going for. But if the cut down's not on, the double's on, and he's doubling well. So
you got the cut though, yeah.
If it's on, yeah. He thinks it's on, and it is on.
Look at that.
And here's
Dan Lynch and his mad skills he's got here with his equipment. Thank you very much, Dan. CueballTV coming up. It's all coming to you live here from Katherine this morning.
That's a good shot. Good double by Brad. Another cover here, I think.
Will he cut it or hook it?
He's going to hook it.
Let's go, Brad! Come on, let's go!
I'm not sure he's covered that.
Giving him an edge on
I
it.
don't think he's covered that, no. Yep, pot is definitely on. Look at the body language.
Yep, he definitely can see someone. You're right, I think he can sink it. Oh, look at that.
See plenty of it.
Brad will be disappointed with that move. Opportunity lost there for Darwin.
He really had to put the red in front of the white, not try and hide the white behind something.
It's hard when you're on that angle because it slide on the push instead of kicking. These tables all recloth prior to the titles.
That's good. Catherine string going back.
So that's good. You can see the match 2-1's the score at the moment. Darwin's still leading. Brings Matty D to the floor across against young LeBron.
Race to 11. So is there an extra? There's an extra round.
Yeah. All final. And obviously later today, Scotty, these guys already making the grand final, finishing on top of the.
We snuck in when Alice got Darwin 9-7, and then we drew with them, so that it snuck us in. Otherwise, our percentage was nowhere near close to Darwin's. So a bit of luck there for us, which is nice. We'll take it.
Well, tournament building for the team, you know, as it goes. You've got the teams really match up well. I find across the board in this format. These teams of 4, so many results through the week. I would expect to see more draws, really, but I mean, so many 9-7s and one frame.
9-7s, 10-6s, and those things could go either way. Just a shot here or there could change it. So they're all very close, which is nice.
Troy back at the table again. Matty D. That's not a bad lead. Leaving Chinese up against the red, unless he can take that red into the centre.
Looks like he can.
One of my favourites, this kid. He's just got such a natural talent at the table. Saying to someone the other day, he does remind me a lot of Shane Griffin. His natural ability. Never looks like he's he's uncomfortable at the table. He's got a shot range for his age, which is above his years, way above his years.
Yeah, I think he's going to attack these like he normally does.
Let's go, Ship! Come on! Let's go, Litchfield!
Not sure what he's going to do with that red on the rails yet. If he's run out of balls to pot shortly, he's going to be a double somewhere, I guess.
I think he's going to go long and then try and get back down into him, but the red on the left rail may sneak in behind the yellows and create confusion.
Well, by committing to this red, he's committing to almost a pot out, because he could have got something behind that red on the rail then with a snooker possibly. But now, I don't think that there's that option.
That was a bit awkward.
Somebody say extension. So, out of screen, all these matches are timed. 45-second shot clock. So you hear in the background the loud counts in the last 5 seconds. That's once it gets to 40 seconds, there's no other warning. It's a 5-second countdown. There is one extension allowed per player per match. Yeah, that was a bit careless and wrong there. I know it's probably take something on, but
It's got to get those problem balls out pretty quick.
well, the thing is you could have even ran the red down on the inside yellow. There's no pot into the corner. Keep yourself in the game one more. Force Matty to play the yellow and break it out. Now it's broken out, and you're back Matty to take the frame. Troy had a big opportunity there. You see what Trey needs to build with these yellows. There's no direct out. Matty holds well. Any particular team you'd prefer playing in the final?
That doesn't matter.
Finals are a different kettle of fish. Everyone lifts.
It's never easy in the final, so it doesn't matter who you play.
So in the rounds you drew with Darwin.
Correct.
And Katherine.
I might have drew with Katherine. Can't remember.
Matty picks that up. Not worried about the red, obviously. If it goes in, it's skill shot.
Such a great rule. Trey's going a bit of cover here.
Yep.
He hasn't quite got it, I don't think. I don't think he's left him in any sort of shot, but he hasn't covered it.
Troy, that's a bad card. Wow, he's attacked that. I thought it was may have chucked it for a bit of coverage and up the rail safety.
I wasn't sure the cut was on. This is a hard shot because if he pops it, he's going to try and hold for the red.
With that white coming across. Yeah.
I think Trey's going to take a little containing shot to hold the white and split those two yellows, make them potable.
Do a bit of shot safety at the same time, maybe progress that yellow across a little bit towards the red.
As long as he opens it up so we can pot him.
Yeah.
And he hides the white and then he might get ball in hand.
Davis gets nothing. Dry break for Chris Davis. Saying he's not had the best of tournaments, glimpses of his form of late, but he's had a hell of a run down in the Ultimate Series and also over in Townsville recently. NT Open.
He's always pretty consistent.
I think he's been in the top 8 of every event he's been in the last 6 months. It's pretty impressive.
Trey gets his ball in hand.
Trey with ball in hand. Black sort of stopping the use of that other corner pocket, so it's limiting Trey to what his options are as far as he'll always be looking for the out. This kid, he's hungry for hot balls.
Yeah, that's there. He's just got the two yellows near the red.
Yeah, do you like that? The shot, he's looking there at the cannon maybe on the yellow down into the pocket, starting himself off with the right with the.
Yeah, look, that's not a silly option. It's not a silly option.
No, he's gonna make sure of it. Good team shot.
So he's trying to get that ball off the rail and hold the wide again.
Yeah. Yeah, no, well played. Well played. Let's see if Troy's got another reverse cut from Hallam.
Does it go off the
I'd go off the back cushion with some side on down onto it, you know. No dramas there.
It's a good white too. So Trey's got to take a pot on, long, just a bit off straight.
Ron run into a little bit of trouble on his out there against Chris. Davis back at the table. And this is a guy, if he's got any doubts in the out at all, he will not take it. He will tie it up and make sure of it in most cases.
Just promote and hide.
Treys. Ooh.
It's amazing. Troy left in a tricky white.
Yeah, you said that. Yeah, bloody oath.
So he can pop this and drift through the middle of those two yellows in the middle of the table and just come sit nicely on that red. Got to get the pace right.
This would be where I'll be potting the red and hiding behind a yellow or something silly usually in mine.
Or even that.
Oh, yeah. Well, again,
Didn't want to clip
he'd
it.
come a little bit further across than he would have liked, but he's just going to lose any position he would have had previously on the black. That yellow's not going to save his white from stopping it.
You need to get into the black off the rail to try and move it across and help hold the white.
Still, there we go, he's got a shot at it. Now, black off the yellow inside the other yellow.
That's a big shot.
Yeah, it'd be
Very
huge.
big shot.
Two rails up in the corner where his other red was, maybe? I don't know.
And 4 rails back in the bottom left and right corner. I don't know.
How do we get into the centre on the left? I suppose he has gone up the... coming up from behind the black too as an option. Off the yellow in the centre, maybe? I don't know. He's going to cut across.
Really going for cover.
It's a bit of a skill shot from Hal if he got that one. Did you get up and all?
Davis just pushed one of his balls into trouble.
So while this final's taking place, we also have the ladies' preliminary final on, which is Litchfield versus Katherine, and the reserves team's final, which is Litchfield versus Alice. Is that right? No, ladies versus Alice.
Yeah.
And
No, it's reserves is Litchfield and Tenner.
Litchfield and Alice.
For reserves.
And the reserves are Tennant and Litchfield.
So this yellow next to the black must go clean in the pocket.
Right?
This yellow next to the black for Trey, and it must go clean into the pocket.
That'll be next thing, mate, is you telling Dan, get some sort of drone out there, Dan, while they're playing. So Darwin moves to 4-1. Opportunity there for Katherine down the straight. Extra round in the final, so 4 rounds for the open team in the preliminary rounds, and then an extra round being added, so it's a race to 11. First team to 11, if they get to 10 all,
Oh, I love those shootouts.
3 players are selected from each side to get a result. We've been in a few of those, Scotty.
Quite a few.
Yeah.
Won them, lost them, enjoyed the roller coaster of each.
Yeah. Same.
We finished 2 straight.
Davis says, whoa. We're getting a bit of safety here, I think. Davis hiding behind those two.
Yeah, more than likely. Just needs to move them open so we can pot them after this. So
Did notice that we do get, as you can see, the draw doesn't necessarily follow concurrently with the away team in this, because you have the last 2 players in the first round in the away side, and also the first 2 players up in the second round. So anybody that's watching pool stat at the same time, you're wondering why the game is just playing slightly out of sync, it's to cater for those players that are still finishing off their frame of the previous round. That was huge. LeBron taking it on. Nothing to lose.
here we go.
Wow, that's good. That is good.
I watched it. Well done.
Thank you very much. Yeah.
Unlucky.
Yes, Scotty falling just short, making the open finals beats. It was as I said to you, I think you were playing really well. Actually, some of the better pool I've seen you play of late. 3 all. Well, you had a chance. You were 3-0 up.
I went off in the black to go 3-0 up. So that's okay.
It's one of those things that you never want to give away a frame when you're playing someone like Chris Beagley, but these guys have played so many matches in finals and also to get into finals over the years. Chris would probably slightly have the advantage of you, but it's great to still see
It's very much got the advantage over me.
but it's great to still see the rivalry there with you, and the fact that you still provide such a challenge to each other. As he says, walk up to that match between you two, and anyone can really, either one of you on the day can.
We always enjoy it, and it's been a great ride.
Well, so does the crowd, Scotty. It's great to have you back involved, and unfortunately, Scotty's going to be moving soon.
Yeah, another month. Sunny Cairns.
Last year for a while. Hopefully, we'll see him back in the NT again, and him and his partner Naomi in the future. But they're moving to Cairns.
Yeah, it should be nice.
As you can see, Katherine, there's a lot of people here this morning, Katherine, today. They're loud. Going to make, as the game goes on, you'll hear them, and it definitely has an impact on the players out there. Support base is huge, as in any sport, but you hear it in this one.
Well, it's always nice to have the home advantage, home ground advantage as well.
That's it. So they were playing reruns in the Katherine Club last night on the big screen.
Reruns of
CueballTV's highlights.
yeah.
So good to see the town and all. I mean, last time we were in Katherine, we played at the Katherine Club. This time we are playing at the
Turf Club.
Turf Club. Troy and his team set up a great venue here. We've got the. While we're at it, we should list all our sponsors. We've got a list of our sponsors here.
Of course,
Northern Territory Outlaw Association.
Rod and Rifle Tackle World, where all the fun starts.
That's it. And finishes for some things. Established in 1979, better. Home living. John Country Butcher, Troy George, President, also a sponsor, Katherine April and the NT April titles. That is Dump the White. We see young Rule at the table, I didn't. First time we see Rule today?
No, they played first.
I missed him first. Master break against him, that's what you wouldn't miss.
Yeah, that's right.
Davis, fantastic on his masters. How are they sitting for the week? I think he's got half a dozen or something. How many have you got for the week?
2.
These out there, master break is when you break and run without giving your opponent a shot. A master shot, obviously, you break, don't see the ball, and your opponent comes in, clears the table. Call various things around Australia, clocks, watches, etc.
Try and bring up the ladies' life score. 2-0 to Litchfield and Alice.
Litchfield 2-0 up. Okay, so good stuff. The wife has got on the board. Happy to see you and Shib.
Alright, so really just got a nice clean pot to come over for the other red.
He's got a beautiful, smooth cue action.
It's a shot.
Perfect judge of the time. I thought that was a bit hard in the first.
Hold nicely. Well, they've slowed up a bit, so yeah, but you're right. But yeah, should be holding nicely for the black in the middle, right middle.
Come on, Katherine!
You'd be liking the fact that the roof here seems sound down. No chance of rain. So a mobilisation from here, Dan, would take you what? You hop on a flight, and you've got to hop in the car, drive down, set up. It's a 10 or 12 hour 2 days, yeah? Jesus. Well, we are very thankful to have you here. What have we got going over there? Nutty's back to the table. Willie pushing the clock then.
Again.
2 seconds left.
He's overhit that a little bit. But he'll still take the pot on.
More than capable of getting it, but see what the pressure does to him now again.
It's a big black, they do need it.
Matty gets a bit of that. It's a scrappy sort of game with Matty and Rule here.
Is that sorry?
A scrappy start to the game with Matty and Rule
Yeah,
here.
you can get those breaks sometimes.
Those balls are looking.
He's overcooked it.
Neither one of them got a clear passage out of there. They're going to have to build to make a frame out of it, which should make it interesting. Two different types of styles, Matty and Rule. Rule the runner-up in the 6 red shootout. The National Championships. Also the only player in our side that year to also get time foul. Matty D, current Northern Territory captain. Is he travelling this year, as you said, Scott, or still undecided?
Unsure. Time will tell.
A lot of experience. He spends a lot of time on and off the table for the good of the sport and also the benefit of the players up here in the territory.
Come on, Brad, slow down.
Over the years, Scott, you yourself, you've been former president of NTA for. Everyone's sort of done their time giving back outside of the cloth, I suppose, so to speak.
Yeah, it needs to happen. People need to get in amongst it at some point in time. just to understand and appreciate what goes into them, because it is a lot.
Well, I can remember your first open team when we went to go. Rooming with me with the nacho request.
Haven't had nachos for a while. I think you're slipping.
Yeah, well, I haven't been up to form as you.
I went to that without a pulka, you know.
Yeah, actually. I thought you without socks too once.
No, just smelly ones.
Yeah, it's back when he was just a lad.
17.
Still looked the same, just not as much of a beard. Remember?
I actually missed playing to go. It was really nice.
Yeah, it's a shame we don't get back there. Hopefully something in the future.
He's got lucky with the covering on the yellow.
Here we go.
Up and down.
Well, yeah, I feel he's got enough of it in the pocket. It's difficult. He's going for it. Yeah, just got. Oh, really? Jesus. This guy's got something to mention to your boys later on, mate. I'm for the time out there. It's loud. Sometimes you can't hear those calls.
We've had no real issues so far.
Right.
I struggle with shot time. I struggle with the shot clock, but no real issues.
Sort of talking earlier on the week with the open team in Cannon Creekside, and we'd had a couple of these 5, 4, 3, and people just panicking, you know, they're going down to play shots. I said, when you hear 5 in your match, call extension.
If you've got it.
And they go, well, is it, what if you don't need it or whatever, or it's not yours. I said, if you hear 5 at your table, call extension. You can always call timeout thereafter, but that should be the first thing that comes out of your mouth regardless. If they've got to stop the clock and say there's no extension at all, you've still got a second or two up your sleeve. So a lot of people rush shots this week as soon as they hear that the doom countdown.
Oh, he's got lucky there.
Brad's got.
He's got very lucky
I
there.
think he was trying to start the out there, but he
he's going for the pop.
cued it poorly. Unlike Brad. Usually really good pressure players, played in a lot of finals locally up in Darwin. Member of the NT Open side last year. Difficult killing action to watch Brad's from behind sometimes. Got that little bit of a shake to it, but he seems to time it perfectly with his shots.
Shot, Willie.
Hey, that was unlucky there. So, ladies' games haven't progressed any further. I should get out mine so we can see what the reserve ones is. Keep an eye on all of it. Nice phone, Scotty.
So Matty has just played a shot that's opened it up for real. You can go here.
Not here.
Go that way.
You'll get in trouble. Shit.
Brad's played these nice to get onto this line, to get onto the black. Just drift past it for the same pocket.
More territory overall.
Rui's got to get into these two near this thread, because I think they're quite tight in there.
Where am I pulling that up from? Go to one if you want. So reserves, Tennant 3, Litchfield 1. H getting the win in the first round of the singles in the reserves teams. Boys are going to have to lift to get there. What are they racing to today? Same thing, everyone's 11, except for the ladies. They haven't put an extra round, the ladies, have they? Sorry, I don't mean that to be discourteous. I meant to be saying they've already got 5 rounds, and the ladies as was.
Yeah, I'm sure. What's your look, you know?
I don't want every lady out there shooting as they come off, especially my wife.
Not by the looks
who
of it.
straight and hard.
I still think Rui's got just those 2 yellows down in the red. They could come out awkward. To leave them till last is a bit of a risk.
They look like they're pretty tight in there.
Yeah. And he hasn't got on.
Yeah, he needed a line in maybe on that rail, but it still wasn't a great line. Could have risked.
Yeah, they get onto him early. Or, like I said, I'm just leaving the left rail.
Right. Would you be in a hurry to get onto it, or just be playing the shots late?
Well, the out was there. I mean, as soon as you spit that red away from the yellow a little bit, everything else is potable. To leave it to last. That's failed.
So Darwin sitting up 5-2 at the moment in this match. Catherine's going to have to dig deep. These frames can run on really quick from here. Middle of the match is where you build to win it. Beaten by good pull, no worries. Careless mistakes, they'll be kicking themselves.
So Matty's going to try and disturb these 3 balls, or he's going for the cover.
Upset it, get it out.
Oh,
Look,
that is not
he's
working.
but he's also got some commitment now. And he's straight into it. That's it. He's going for it. And what a! He was in mindset. Yeah, as you can see, people. He knew how he wanted to get around behind it. And he backed himself. Very unlucky not to get that right. Cued it very well. See how this was. Alright, so he had a bit of a... Quite often in those situations, me and Scotty were saying before, you can put a ball and kick the other one if they're tight in there, or kick off the jaw and go dead. The worst thing you do in a pot out situation like this.
Sure, well up for the middle and just didn't come back up for the corner.
You go the middle?
I'll be going the middle. Have to now, but I thought he might have put the one a bit further for the
He's not
corner.
looking at the double.
No,
It's just the way he's cueing it.
good shot. One back for the home team.
Katherine get another one back. Scores 5-3. Got a result over there, the ladies. I don't know what it was.
It's the eyes, it's the eyes.
We're not that good.
So in the reserves, we've got Richard Baker, Stephen Sleep from Litchfield. Joe Budnose filling in for Tennant Creek, playing Brenton Wiley.
Come on, Katherine!
Joe and Deb down here. We're in the Tennant colours proudly for the week. Trey's dumping.
I will not be happy with that.
How'd you go to Townsville, mate? This is Dan Lynch I was asking that question. Parky. Yeah. Oh. How do you feel like doing what you do here versus coming to an event where you can play in it as well? Obviously, as it breaks up the monotony, doesn't it? Yeah.
2 days.
Yep.
Since I've been behind here, you've got a few new toys
Great shop.
added to the scenario. I like my game.
Those two yellows plant nicely into the middle. That's what I like.
If the yellow go past the black, the yellow goes down the rail,
I think
right?
they all go nicely.
Rule has got the opportunity to go out here. Some nice shots to be played though to get there.
So I think if the yellow next to the black goes in the bottom left, it needs to sort of get onto that one.
Come on, Katherine!
It's an amazing and massive bloody technology here that Dan is in front of us. It's come such a long way and it just keeps evolving, doesn't it? I still think it'd be good to see in events where players are mic'd up. Probably not good for
No, it's happened a few times.
Is it? You mic'd up players?
Yeah, scary time.
Oh,
That's a
Troy
great hit.
George. What a machine.
That is a great hit. And
So I didn't like that it was coming down the wrong side of things, playing across lines. There's a lot can go wrong in that shot.
so what? Yeah, I don't know. What are you looking at here though with the reds? Are you looking? He's looking obviously kill the yellow and something going inside maybe that centre. I think at the moment. Whether he's going to play the cannon on or to play it clean. There's no other starting goal, is there?
He wants to get rid of the problem, obviously with the yellow close to the pocket, but where does he try and hide the white?
Cannon, I think, is the only way to do it.
Yeah, but again, where's he going to hide the white? If he's going to turn it over.
Davis with some good shots.
They actually rolled out. And then went in.
Look at that for Lee.
Wow. Just potted it. He potted the red.
Yeah, it dropped in.
Yeah.
I saw it after you said it. I was like, I thought I hung there for a second. Davis has tied Troy up, so it wouldn't just be one special shot here. That black is difficult.
I think Trey's just going to hide the white similar where it is now, yeah. And he hasn't hidden it quite well, but created a little bit of confusion.
You bet. Made it really difficult here. Rule got one ball, and what's he going to do with it?
I think I might go off the red at the top, the top left. He might glance off that and go in. I don't think it goes clean. think
Or he'd cut it up the right rail with a screw and come back down and leave it, nothing. Possibly an option. You never know.
depends how he's feeling.
Yep.
Depends if he wants to pull the trigger. The yellow that's near the black, I'm not sure that goes anywhere.
Yeah, really good
Doesn't
shot
go on
to
the-
double the yellow back down here in the corner and leave that white tucked in the black.
No, he's going up the top
There you go.
right.
Up the top? Yeah. And it's opened it up though. That black now comes off that yellow in the centre. Or they're getting onto them all. Well, let's see if Trey can do it. Christopher Davis. Red goes past the black into the centre maybe. I'm pretty sure it does. Looks like it does from here. Centre red that is.
Quick score update. Litchfield ladies 5-1 up against Alice.
Excellent.
he's
All doing their
missed-
thing.
Trey's missed the pot. It's not like Trey to miss a shot like that.
And in the reserves, Tennant are up 5-2 against Litchfield.
Davis not left himself in the shot.
Well, I would have taken the one in the centre and started the out with that where we're all working.
Oh, I wasn't watching. I was watching Davis' one. The way he was looking at it, I thought he left himself off the shot.
Davis made a lovely shot and recovery there. Recovery in position.
So just really try and hold the yellow. So put the yellow in the pocket, but hold the other yellow really close to it. Is he going to try and hold it that way? Because sometimes it can work really well. Other times it sort of drifts past, and then you're left with a very awkward shot.
Oh, yeah. Sometimes you've got to have a really good touch when you're trying to hold balls. You can get in a lot of trouble if you haven't got that touch in the game.
Just got to slip too close to the rail, and all you're left is a double if you're on it.
As a lefty, I was more of a holding player. As a righty, no. I'll take the one over the pocket and come all the way up and out. I'm saying that doesn't get me into trouble. Gets me into less, I think, with my style.
Is he going to move the black?
No,
That's okay.
I'm guessing he's going to take the black down the
Yeah,
rail.
he's accepted that, yeah. Taking the medicine.
I mean,
Get
funny
on
enough,
it.
I hit this a little bit firmer, so I'll go into the red, but I'm not getting out of the way, so I can also get my hand there to play the black.
Oh, you just got to touch it.
That's me, you know.
You've only got to
myself.
just touch this. Just go straight in.
Lovely touch.
Come on, Chip.
King Koenig and H. Joe and Brenton still battling it out. It's a big frame for Katherine. Oh, it's kicked. So yeah, it's 6-3. I mean, big difference between 7-3 and 6-4.
So Trey's missed a couple of pots in this, or at least one pot in this frame. It should have elementary for him. Does he?
Do you think playing too confident?
Does he take this on still, or does he go? Oh, maybe I need to tighten up a little bit.
Team shot would go a bit of security and get some coverage. Or?
Look, if he's taken, he can take the head on easily. I'm just interested to see what he's going to do. If he's going to go one way or the other. It's a good opener.
Come on, Judy. Sort it out.
Come on, wifey. Can't see what you're doing, but they're all cheering, right? Somebody happy about it? She snoogered herself.
He's missed it.
He's how safe is it? Gettable, I think. Hard cut, but get him. What's going on in your back?
Oh, it's just getting a bit stiff sitting that way. Sit up a little bit. Bit of posture apparently is good for you.
The heel toe. Let's go, wifey. Here's Rule. Big cut, big effort. This
Where's the wife?
That's a very good shot. It's important for Katherine to get that frame. Jude just played a huge one. Come on, baby.
Come on.
Not me. I'll replay it to her later so she knows those stories. I said, Dan said that come over and commentate, he was bribing me with alcohol. She goes, they haven't opened the bar yet.
No, it's getting closer though.
Hey?
It's getting closer though. Quite a few of these congested frames. The braking and splitting them.
Not a good shot by the young boy, really. Brad capable of doing some damage here. Only problem ball's that red next to those two yellows, centre of the table. A couple of different ways to go and make shape. Would you finish off these two on the side first and try and come around the back and head to the centre, or what are you thinking?
If you can pop this one.
Oi, I thought he was on reds.
Look at the screen.
Oh, cheers. Colourblind doesn't help.
Which one's the dark of the two?
Yeah. That's reds. You can see.
We're just going with the opposite. There's a cover. Short. Just keeping the pressure on Brad, which is good to see.
Come on, Willie.
Really back at the table against Matty D. Table's not closed yet. We'll just have Dan as a press the button.
Yeah, I don't know which buttons to press.
Okay, yellows. Willie's on yellows.
Yeah, I'm not too sure.
I see. So
It's a different
that one
screen.
there. So right home, red home,
It's a different screen.
is it?
There's different buttons.
Red away.
Just don't touch it.
I want to press red home.
I'm pretty sure it's this one.
No, you had it there, red home.
It's these two.
Oh, that one?
So who's...
Go on, press it.
Yeah, there you go. We worked it out.
Ooh. Brad just didn't take the pocket, just covered the yellow on that red. Curious, huh? Interesting to see what LeBron does with it. Oh, that's a great hit. That's a fantastic shot, LeBron. And the white's held up too. Fantastic shot.
Can he free that other red? Can you screw into the
I'll have a dollar
the
scratch
bottom,
as soon as he can.
the bottom side of that yellow next to it? Just enough to get it out of the way.
It's going to. Oh, no. Missed the pot. The shot was all there. He gave himself the opportunity.
He's going to be buried behind the yellow ball very shortly.
He executed his execution.
Oh, he's stuck the water in.
Well, I didn't expect that.
No.
And as these games do in finals, they seesaw. And shot decisions, if not given the full attention required to play something like that little touch Brad played then, resulted in it off.
You've got to make sure that if it's close, you've got to make sure that even if you leave the red open to the white, it's a hard one from that area.
Right, but I mean, look, the way he's left it as well for Brad, that was a good shot.
So he's going to get, Brad will be trying to hide again, now he's going to be very careful.
Brad needs to take control and get the white back over where it is now.
Is he going to try and get him behind the red, or is he going to try and...
Will you take the pocket at the same time and the white back, or too much to do in one shot?
You've got to be careful when you bring the white back to it, because there's gaps. You can either leave the top right-hand red, or you leave the up and down for the one close to the middle.
Shot by Willie there, covers the pocket.
He's up to the
He
get
did
into
come
it.
into the table.
That's a good shot. Something
Reds.
Good, Darwin, come on. Good, Brad.
All right. He's making a commitment to go.
One good shot here. That's all you got to go, that one.
Let's go, Litchfield.
Score updates around the room. Tennant Creek 6, Litchfield 3 in the reserves.
6-1 to Litchfield.
It's nice to see some more finals. Scotty and I both obviously Litchfield players. We Masters played Darwin last night in our grand final. After having a preliminary round, we beat Darwin 10-6 in the preliminary round, played very strong, very well. We came in last night prepared for a strong match, but we weren't prepared for a strong match with a few factors. The team we played against last night was not the same team we played in the preliminaries. They dominated us from start to finish, and the lead up front with Jimmy was just incredible. It was like a whirlwind, but I would have enjoyed watching it if I wasn't receiving it, you know. But without any answers, they got us 11-2.
Brad's played that out very nicely.
Nice out by Brad in the end there.
Willie's got a big chance here to try and call that one back. Certainly 7-5 is better than 8-4.
Oh, Willie.
You're starting up the top here, obviously, or you're starting down the bottom? He's starting up the top. What, is he going across into the centre, you think?
You don't want to run... How straight is this shot? I don't know. It looks pretty straight. But you don't want the white to run if you're going to play the one to the middle. You don't have the idea of the white running.
We put the coloured balls up ourselves.
Oh, technology.
We pressed a lot of buttons, they end up coming up in the front.
So yeah, if he takes the one in the left middle, the wobble's running. It could clip off the red. Could leave himself
To leave the white there, or you could get caught behind it too. You played a bit firm to come through it, or?
Does the black go? Is there enough room to put the black into the right corner?
Yeah.
That goes there, doesn't it? So that could be a last ball if you're up just a little bit lower.
Right,
so.
So you're saying if there's a way to play it last?
It could be, or it could be the bottom left as your last ball. I just don't like the idea of running the ball too much. Anything can happen.
So he's going. He's in two minds with it as well, Scott. Exactly as what you said.
The shot clock's getting him.
Is he called an extension?
He's feeling the shot clock pressure.
Someone's just. It was rough in the end. He said, pushed himself against the time, eh?
make decisions a bit quicker.
But you're right, that black was what left him in two minds and detrimental to his out. Thinking to himself, you just got to pick a path from that point in time, don't you?
Yeah.
They might have their pros and cons, but you pick one and that's it. You can't.
Yeah, you can't unpick it.
But you can't put anything else in your mindset. Otherwise, you're only playing half a shot.
Correct. So there's no good winning two lines. Maybe it's just nuts that he doesn't even want to.
Hello. Slightly longer bridge there on Matty with that shot. Felt like he just didn't get his angle right and pop. Really again back at the table with an opportunity to go out. And this time I think we're looking at corner centre, black centre.
Yeah.
Pick your way and take it, sir. Change that corner, centre, black corner.
It's not bad. All you do is
That's actually pretty good.
Yeah.
I don't mind this shot. I like this shot personally because you got a lot of the table behind you. You got to know you can get an area up there that's 2 foot wide and still make the shot be on the black.
All you got to do is make sure you don't finish low.
Yeah, correct.
Or if it's low, then not too low.
Lovely shot. Geez, they are slow up.
No, he's alright. He's just popping off the rail for the black. He's going away from his work, but he's not going too far. Bit of side if you're really keen to try and get a little bit closer.
It's a nice shot by Brad there. I say LeBron. It was LeBron. LeBron and Trey. LeBron on the Reds. Katherine staying in the fight. Picked up. Scored 7-4 to Darwin. And now it's 7-5. Katherine picking up the last 2 frames. They've got to stay with and keep on the roll they are. That's good momentum. But
Willie's all smiles as always.
that's it. Updating reserves, scores 6-3 to Tennant. Stanley and Stephen, Michael Dodd and Brenton Wiley.
Trey's going to try and have the cover, but if he doesn't quite pull this off, then it's very, very open.
That's good. That's a good shot. To the Territory young guns here. LeBron last year's reserves singles champion. Stepping up this year, going into Opens, and some great stats. I think he's finished top 10 in the Open. Fantastic effort for the young man. Trey, of course, the singles champion. It's difficult too when you're playing some of these guys out here when you look up to them in either a mentoring role or in any idealistic fashion. You find yourself giving sometimes too much respect.
It can do.
It can affect your game, not consciously, it's a subconscious thing, I believe. That's a great shot by Trey. Three options, but what's the best option? He's looking at all three, doing the right thing, even though there's probably 2 that he's taken out as soon as he's got to the table.
This one's a little bit tricky, and the transition to black can be a little bit tricky.
Shot.
He's got a little bit to do.
NT-Champ's going to... Well, if he plays to the guts, he's got to put a bit on it to keep it off the bottom rail to come up with the yellow. Otherwise, corner first.
I'm not sure that you try and hold to get onto that red and onto the yellow into the right middle. I think you come across and go the opposite middle.
I'd go this way easily now. I don't know. I would have done that.
Nudge that
He's got a bit of love there with that kick. Taylor's in there, come on.
So he's got a bit fortunate there with that bit of kiss. He won't be happy with it either. He likes to play very, very clean.
Yep.
Which he does most of the time. Nice one,
So, Trey finishing off the frame. The score's going to 8-5, Darwin's way.
Good shot by Willie.
Brenton Wiley's won another frame for the Litchfield Factor. I think that will bring the score to 6-4 down now, but they're coming back at them. Slow start to the Litchfield boys in the reserve grade, but we know that they'll fight all the way to the last ball. That match has got a lot of pool left in it.
They're going to get very low very shortly, I think. Always left himself an awkward shot. Try and get onto the next yellow.
And he's got a good bit of a good kick at the end there. Yellow going into the centre. And I tell you what, it's reasonably open. Fair chance that's a great shot by Willie.
It's nice. They should be able to nicely come down between those two reds and hopefully sit on the yellow, or even use one of the reds as a bit of a stopper to hold for the yellow. I think he's playing for the bottom left corner, but I'd be half tempted to play for the middle. The white just naturally comes down easy.
But he's played it, no? Oh, he's unlucky
He's
there.
played for that gap, so it's nice.
But picked the gap, as you said. Held true between those two balls. If it had dropped, he would have had a nice shot on that yellow to stay on either the black into the centre or corner. Rules taking charge with those yellows. And should go close here. Black's the only thing, whether it's a skill shot on that red or if he can get behind it to get the other corner maybe, I don't know. We'll see how he plays it out.
Depends. You're going to go, the ball to go on the black is probably the one in the middle or the one on the left hand side.
What's Davis going to do here? Because I mean, Willie's got a little bit of safety or control there in that corner of the yellow at the moment. It's one of those ones where he hasn't got the shot to play a skill shot on it as yet, and the control shot's not playing.
He's going to screw this back, and the highest red will come down and pop the yellow. So either the skill shot or a little bit far.
Well, I think we both thought the same thing then, but he's got different ideas. What is he going to try and play it now and sneak over the other one on the rail? Leave a lot of options to give it.
Yeah, it's going to be hard. In the middle.
All right.
He's finishing the low
You got
side.
something in mind, Davis? I think we'll have to just wait and see here. I'm not too sure.
Well, he's moving the wobble away from the work again, so
I think that's. He won't be trying to clear this out and take the pocket and just put the pressure on Willie with that last shot. Leaving the shot even on it, but just take the pressure.
he couldn't leave the angle to cover it, go into the red, pop the yellow, and sneak it behind the red.
Here we go.
He's
Oh,
tried to do that now.
That's a big area. Just trying to pot that.
So you can take the shot now and
Yeah.
put the wide up just past the middle pocket on the left. Or you're trying to get on a little bit nicer and go for the skill shot. So you can put the other
Yeah,
red
well, it's
there,
out
right
now
middle.
for it, isn't it?
They just line up that little bit so they're not going in as clean, those little shots.
For those of you out there, if anyone listening not aware what a skill shot is when we refer to it. So when you're out on the table and you say you're on reds, there's a yellow over the pocket as in this game here. If you sink your red, making a fair shot, and sink the yellow at the same time, you continue playing. In the instance of here where it's red onto yellow and you haven't sunk your red, it's a changeover, so it's back to the other player now.
So he's left the yellow open, but I'm not sure where they're going to pop that.
Oh, look. Me, I'd be reversing it back into the centre. But that's back the yellow. It's got a line between the black and the red that goes. Rule goes for double, long double. It's going up.
That is, Chris will be joking. He's left that quite nice. For Willie, obviously, not for Chris.
Chris, will he take on the cut in the corner, or does he reckon he's just going to lay this up? Lay it up with
these
his
ones. If I try to lay it up, it won't work. I just feel like if I go for it, I've got more of a chance. So there was one nice pot, what runs up and down once.
Is it?
Does the black go in behind the red or skill shot?
He thinks he can. Here we go. Let's have a look. Yeah, laid it up for us. There you go. And yeah, what a strike! So that brings Katherine back up to 6.
They will not go away. They are definitely here to get it.
Darwin's still leading 8-6, but Katherine have won the last. Well, sorry, they've won 3 out of the last 4 frames. The wife on the table over in the ladies, how are they doing? Not much score change there, 6-3.
6-3, yes.
Jude on yellows. Looks like she's on a mission. Willie gets unlucky there.
We're into that one.
Back Davis here to go out. Start with the centre, or yeah, corner he's starting with. Finish centre and then black down in the corner.
There's plenty of ways you can do that. Whichever you feel most
Maybe D
comfortable.
about to break on the other table.
Put a lot into that one.
He did. Did he get any love?
No reward.
Ouch, ouch, ouch. To be punishing, nothing in off the break and splitting them up like that, you leave them quite open to the opposition. Time and time again, you see guys going out off the break, but it can be just as dangerous watching someone go out because you're broken and not close the table.
So that puts down within one of the draw, if nothing else, on the hill.
Nope. To 11.
Oh, yeah, I suppose. There's a little bit of work to get through these, but there is a path if we can cut this and hold on the ball.
We're choosing to hold off starting the last round.
Dylan, I'm not going to pronounce his last name, Dylan G.
We should have sat on the other side, see you on my dead side. I just keep going, yeah, because I can't even.
It's working.
Here we go.
It's a hard transition shot. For Troy. He's got a
There was a lot going on with that shot. It wasn't just a potty, also had to come back and make some difficult positions.
Ruby just tried to pot 17 yellows, but didn't get one of them. just missed about 3 yellows.
There was a break there last night, the Beats did, and I swear there was 13 balls went past the centre pocket. There was only the black and one other ball down the bottom of the table and nothing went in.
He gets a whole
It was
row.
just crazy.
Oh, he's missed the opener. Uh-oh.
Wait, isn't that red
Good
move
shot by
late?
Matty.
What happened there? No.
He's potted one, moved it up.
Yeah, saw that up the top.
Good opener.
Quite animated with his balance as he's playing shots. Very flexible young man.
He's got to jack up a lot, isn't he? Little.
He does. But quite often you see him as he's got to stretch a length for a shot. One leg coming back out in the back air like a side kick in karate. But point position for him. There's no doubt about it. Well,
That's good. We'll take that.
probably closer to it than he wants to be, that's for sure. That said, he's got a shot. Difficult playing these shots, getting the wide out of the way so you don't double kiss it.
I'm sure he had to play down low enough.
Jumped out the way to make sure he wasn't touching anything he shouldn't be, but like I said, one of the difficult things playing that shot. Rule, here we go. He's having a great match. He's having a really great match.
He's got to open the black and make those shots.
Indeed, lovely touch. I think, has he knocked it out of the way, given himself?
I think so.
I think he's got room.
For the middle?
Just look at the shadow on the black. I think he's got room.
I don't reckon. And there's top first.
You know what?
Or he's going to do a little swerve maybe.
He might be right. He's going to have to go up top first. That's a shame if he does. Yes, he does.
Just a little soft poking.
Very well hit. Using the momentum of the spin there to drop the ball. Now, Matty. Nice stun shot into the corner. And into the corner. Screw him back with the white to come past the centre. No chance. Straight to the rail.
Alright, it's on the hill. No pressure really.
Ken will keep the dream alive. Katherine is on 6. They need another 5 frames to win this. Darwin needing 1.
It's nice to see a shootout. I love them. It's much nicer watching them than sometimes playing in them. But
So, That reserves game's getting interesting. 10 and 7, Litchfield 5.
Ladies are 7-3 up. Litchfield over Alice. A lot of noise coming from that end,
No, and looks like the slow match for these ladies today against Litchfield Alice. It's only 10 frames played so far.
Again, it's not disturbing the. I'm not sure the black guy is. Top left, maybe?
Huh?
So I'm not sure what the black guy is.
You think on the black in the corner or something?
I'm just not sure how much you can see of it from the angle.
Young Adam Grace coming across with his sandwich to have a look. How are you this morning, young man?
It's going to be hard for me.
It's going to be difficult to go from there.
But it was trying to stun it up, so obviously it went towards it.
Obviously, he must have gone down to that corner there. Or I was looking to come back. So, deflection off the red might put it up near the corner. At the top, I don't think it goes anywhere near the centre. What about? Yeah, no, see.
Up from the back.
That's the best option on him for him at this stage. He's looking up and down at it, but that angle there with the white coming down with the black, you're hitting the red almost first. Almost. To get the angle. What you got?
It's
Red
close.
first. Yeah.
It's close.
This would have been a massive hit. Okay, we've got an open table over Davis and Troy George. He's got a few balls on the rails here, Trey, but you have to still back him as. Is he going to have a go at it? Yes.
Yeah.
Black's in the middle of the table.
He has missed a couple of shots though, so I'm not sure if his confidence is right up there at the minute. But it's been nice to see him how he handles it.
Davis, wow. So that's just, he's got a bit of a nick off the yellow there. He's ended up heading behind the red instead of onto it. He's gone in off.
It's an interesting opener.
Yes.
For what benefit? You've just opened the black completely.
Table is
There
closed
wasn't
though,
any
it's
safe.
not open still, is it? Because if the table's still open, then Troy, what are you doing? Shot. That's all right. I think Troy will come close. Interesting to think in this scenario, especially when you're in the team that's sitting on the hill. You're saying, okay, we only need one more and there's 5 frames up our sleeve. You find yourself in a scenario where you might be out there and, I can take a risk, we've got a 4-grain buffer, and you'll take a risk, it won't pay off, they'll steal the frame, and then suddenly
Pressure's
you'll
on.
be kicking yourself that you ever took the risk.
You cannot take your foot off the accelerator.
That's it. Yeah. I always say the game doesn't finish till a frame after that. As in, that's crazy.
That'll give
That
Matty
is
D
crazy.
numbers.
That's that would have been a double skull when I was at uni. There's no doubt about
That
it.
wobbled quite a few times.
Yes.
That's a good shot by Troy, really good shot.
The difference between Katherine staying in this match
Could
could
have
come
been
down to that one ball.
that
rattling.
last wobble. No, it's just
Troy trying desperately to get up there to get another frame. Time's on your side there, mate, but unfortunately on the other table it may be against you. That's well hit.
He's landed a little bit straight. We might have to
Can't do
try
anything
and make.
special here for position, does he really? I mean, like,
If he's too straight, he might have to hit it to try and force it down.
bring it down, give
Or
him an angle, yeah.
does he just take the medicine and take it from up there near the rail? You can screw it back off a couple of rails if it looks like he's going to.
Yep. And that's really huge amount of
Oh,
bloody
it's good shot
work
by
you put on
Troy.
that ball to get it out of that position to get to there. Give himself a really good chance at sinking this blade and taking the match.
Captain's knock. Captain's knock.
Captain's knock, yes.
Oh,
He's scored it. With voodoo.
bit of emotion.
The commentator's curse.
Well, like I said, he's missed a couple of balls. That's not like him.
Now Troy has.
Does
Look
it
at this.
go? Does
Look
it
at
go?
this. Oh. Now, I mean, and this is what we were saying. Scotty's so important not to take a foot off the pedal. This is missable, but I'd say get him. There's one. Troy had a pot of that on the yellow and then taken this one. It's only 10-8 instead of 10-2.
Yeah, I think maybe the home team might have enjoyed that one. The home crowd.
A little bit of level-headed there by Davis. That's good. Someone needed to pull it back a bit, make it a bit more difficult for him. This is hard, Scotty. I mean, you've got to get out as well. So there's no point playing the shot for an in any case, unless, to me, even though yellow at the roll onto the black, it's dangerous. But pushing the red further dead up towards the other yellow and leaving your yellow in the bag is probably
The double for the middle's on.
it is, but it's so risky. He's gone, okay. Is he looking at 2 rails into the centre then, do you think?
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Or is he actually looking at double, the long double?
Maybe a long double. But
Just the angle that he was on, it was always hard to bring that white back out. That's why I was talking about that little shot safety, other shot.
it was also playing the top, which is always going to sit the white to the rail.
Come on, LeBron!
Still, there's a lot of pressure there. Even the down boys are feeling the pressure.
You bet, you bet.
I'm not sure that was
Troy's
offside.
tied up. Troy will attempt to pop this out. I'm guessing the top corner. He's got to put a bit on it, get the white out of the way so he can get up to his other yellow.
Doesn't need to do a lot. Just needs to bring it out.
And LeBron in off. Oh no, he's held. He's held.
Just needs to bring it out, just enough to get a shot of it.
That's it. 2 things to do in this shot. Look at this. He's jagged it. He's gone for the pot up the top. And he's jagged it.
Anything can happen. Anything can happen in this.
Oh, well, Troy, we'll give you that one. You've been playing well. You've been trying. Oh, me, I'm screwing.
Shot. Good shot.
Good shot. I'm screwing because I backed myself to do that without running into trouble. The rail, I'd probably run back into trouble and then I put the white and say, as we were saying before, maybe we're predicting a little bit of the future here, but this is going to come down to it.
We all can do.
Taking the opportunities and making things happen. 1%ers will finish off this match now. Silly mistakes will cost.
Come on, LeBron! Come on, LeBron!
Can I have a sun kiss? Thank you.
Come on, come on!
LeBron's got a very good chance to make this 10-9.
Here we go.
Just from the middle.
Live with all the action, but around the room we have Tennant's on 9, Litchfield's on 6 in the reserves.
7-4 Litchfield versus Alice Ladies.
Thank you very much. Lovely Naomi, partner of Scotty. Looking after half of us. Let's go. It is over. Half a minute, mate.
Hold off.
As it struck the 12, yeah.
We'll go forward.
And it tastes good too.
Rub it in, rub it in.
Brad has an out here. Pressure out though.
It'll be big. Really?
Always played it nice. Not sure I'm a fan of that shot time, Brad.
No.
Awkward queuing. I think he's going to have to take the one to the middle.
If he can take one in the middle, he wouldn't shoot over the black and try and finish up at the top.
No, I don't think so.
If he takes that one in the middle, he's going to come off at least a couple of balls for rails for recovery, or he then take them. What's your ball after one in the middle? I'm thinking. I think he's going to take this one at the top over the black.
This transition is not easy to get onto the other yellow nice.
Look, he's got to make shape up here on this other yellow too. Has he done that?
I think he has.
He's not. He's digging a bloody hole for himself.
He's going to use the red as a stopper to pop the yellow on the right hand side, on the right hand bottom afterwards. So he just wants to finish on that one.
And how many times would you be in that scenario where you'll do that and the red will double across the rails?
Yeah, I mean, he's sort of. I don't know, he must be on it. See, now he's going to play this awkward shot.
Yeah, I don't think he quite got on it. He's ended up. Yeah, that's a great shot. That, you couldn't have asked for a better recovery than that, because he was in a lot of trouble out there, really. Whatever way he went,
He's played it very well.
it's not easy. Brad playing a lovely kick safety there. LeBron is shooting for barrel of fish.
Yeah, look, not
Brad could.
terrible, but he wants to play this top right.
It's tricky, but you almost have to take these bottom two yellows first, because if you take the yellow at the top, that white's going to possibly kind of hold shape is what I'm saying. You better go into a clearer pot and give yourself clear position on this bottom yellow to take the other yellow to come down. Something like that. That's the way, Brad. Now do yourself some justice, mate. Again, making sure the pot can put some speed on that white. And there's still a bit of trouble if you pop that nice yellow and your white gets into one of those reds, isn't it?
Yeah,
It's not easy. It's not going to be easy. That's a great positional shot for your last shot.
With that line as the hitting the reds are danger. He's got to come in around the top side of the red at the top.
Yep. Make sure of it. Put it around behind there. That's it. He still cooked it.
He's got it.
Oh, look, it's what we were worried about always with that shot. It had to be probably flatter around the back there. I think he almost levelled it and it comes straight up and caught a bit of an edge. Unfortunate. We've got Matty here on the yellows. Against the great William Cossack. Mr. Happy. Honestly. Great.
He is
team
always
player,
happy.
Great, just a great guy, really. I do smile.
Fair effort.
Here we go.
Fair effort.
So we have LeBron coming to the table and sink 4 balls and a black, which would put them only 1 frame behind Darwin. The great Matty D. And Mr. Smooth, Willie Cossett.
Mr. Smooth.
Oh,
He is smooth.
well, he's not smooth, he's just... Sounds like your sex life there. Look at that. It's not a bad shot.
There's pressure everywhere. I like it.
It's not a bad shot at all, really.
LeBron just needs to hold that composure that he looks like he's got quite nicely. He's finished a little bit high, I think, but he just screws off it for the same time.
Yeah.
If he's not straight. Shot. Beautiful.
Shot, Mark.
And he's made it awkward over there for him. Get up.
Yep. Come on, kid.
Come on, mate.
Come on, kid. It all comes down to this. I'm backing you, young man, to get this.
Go play bottom, isn't it? That's it.
Katherine moved to 9. Darwin on 10. This is a match, ladies and gentlemen. This is what we're here for.
So Matty's got a nice shot, a nice natural shot to go into the yellow.
This is going to
Where it sits after that, no. I don't think it'd go, that yellow next to the red, that doesn't go in.
I think if it was down almost flat with it, the yellow would come off the red to go in, but I don't know if it goes plain. Here we go, that's what I'm saying now. He's got to play there. Yeah, you're right. I mean, he's got a bit of...
Oh, that's created lots of confusion.
Interesting. It's actually ugly for Darwin, and if Willie, and I believe Willie's got every shot to make this into something, we could be looking at a playoff. This could be a 10-all.
I'm excited, honestly. That's how close these top 3 teams have been. It's been, yeah.
And more so too. I mean, some of the other grades here, Scott, it's right down to 5th and 6th game. That's 5th and 6th on the ladder. But there's only percentage separating teams.
So as you know, many years ago, but a few years ago, it was 6 per team.
Yeah.
Shot, Willie. But some of the regionals, some of the other centres, the depth sort of dropped after the 3rd or 4th. It dropped so much they struggled at the top 2 tiles. This has changed the whole dynamic.
You bet. I agree 100%.
And it's so much better. There's a bit of rushing around with 4 players and 2 tails and things, but
look, I think it's difficult with 4 players. You find yourself you haven't got that time to have a toilet break, go to the bar or whatever.
No,
so you are relying on a bit of support crew there to be there with you.
they really are short bursts.
Yep. But the matches are very good. Don't get me wrong, I like the format, but you find yourself in a team that has got 5 players. It's also difficult to give them the same opportunities for things like selection, because quite often, if there's momentum there with the team, you just want to keep it going. There's pluses and minuses, I suppose, all the way through.
It's nice, man. Everyone actually plays everyone, if there's no subs.
But I do agree with the fact that we could look at a format in the future. The format currently for everybody out there is, if you finish on top in the round robin, at the top of your group, you go straight into the grand final. And the teams that finish 2nd and 3rd, in their own merit, in their own position, they will play off to play in the grand final. All our final rounds have an extra round. So that's what you're seeing here is this match, if it had been in the previous format, Darwin would have had it around before, but now in the final format, it's getting to the stage where this could end up going 10-all. If it does, we will have a 3-frame shootout.
That is not an ideal shot because I think there's looking maybe on the double. And that's a bit risky to free the black up, but if the double's on, you've got to go for it. I think it's risky doing it this way.
He's scared.
I thought I'd block straight in.
I don't like this. Black. Jesus.
Now the double's on.
Maddie. Scare the hell out of me. I wouldn't have gone that way. No.
Not a way.
I would have been thinking, that knocks onto that yellow too hard, that black goes in. Maddie obviously got the white on the string in this one. With that shot.
If he's put himself on the double, then it's a really good shot.
That's it.
Wow.
That looks so good off the bat. You wonder why he didn't play it first.
Yeah, I reckon it was on first, and then you can...
Well, it's almost in the same position, isn't it?
Oh, we nudged it slightly, so I'm not sure how much that changed it.
You reckon that little touch he put on it probably put it helped him?
Can at times, yeah.
He'll tell you it will, I'm sure.
Oh, that's okay. So this is interesting, because you cannot afford to leave any sort of shot of this. He almost needs to have the go now.
There you go, Matty, get out of that. Matty got in his shot rapid fire. Difficult one to get around his stop.
Yeah, look, it's off that rail he's looking at. It might be close.
But the angle past the red, you have to have it, it's just got to be perfect. That's what it's got to be to get out. There's the triple.
And he's going the up and down. Even that doesn't work.
Alright. Dad's messing
Triples
with
off the
vertigo.
side, triples off the side rails.
Here we go. Let's have a look.
You're on the one push in the skirt.
Here we go. Here we go. Why wouldn't you?
There you go on the skill shot with the element of safety. Does the red go in the right middle next to the black?
Huh?
Does the red go in the
So
right
Turn Creek are on the hill with Litchfield in the reserves. He's going for it.
Wow, I'm not sure I'd go the skill shot.
He's going for the skill shot.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that's what I thought. He's going.
Okay.
Just a little cover. It's a good idea. And there's his pocket. Top left.
Looking at making
A
sure
quick slow look at the time.
he doesn't leave anything to heart because
There's a going one rail.
those reds are now plumb.
There's going one rail.
This is the shot I think we're going to need to go for to win the
There's
match.
going two rails in the middle.
Yes.
Oh,
I like that. Thank you very much.
Nice and composed, Willie. Nice and composed.
So having a shot. This is going to a playoff.
It is going to a playoff.
Okay, so now we have a look. Who are you picking in this one?
I'm going to have to go for a wee before that starts.
Right, well, quickly move your ass because get back here for the playoff. Yeah, me too. And then you got either end you get on it. That's the shot. Really? This is going to be a 10-all draw for 3. And you can hear the noise in here. Katherine locals very proud of their boys getting behind them. It's 10-all. We will have a 3-man playoff and we'll let you know those names shortly. Stand by. All right, action's back on. We're just getting clarification, but it looks like with the 3-man playoff, they will lag in the first frame. The winner of that lag will then obviously determine the break, and it'll go pro rata from there. So whoever wins the break will have the breaks in the first and third game of this 3-player shootout. Do we have the players' names yet? Hold on for a second, I'll just get it. Hey, Matty, we need the players' names. We don't know who's playing in what order. Can you grab it for us? So who have we got? Yep, in that order. No worries.
How do you get that on the stat? Does that thing be added to your outfit?
No. There it is here. Tiebreaker.
Come up
So,
with life.
Trey versus Rule, and they're lagging for the break. So let's have a look at the lag. Good luck all before we get into it. Good luck. Here we go. Try and Rule. And they're both off. And look at this for a lag. Trey's got the lag.
Shoot, Darwin. 1-0.
Come on, Angie.
What a break. Big break by young LeBron. He's playing Chris Davis. So we have Trey and Rule, Chris and LeBron, and if it gets to it, it's Willie and Matty D. And Trey on the yellow. I think he'll go yellows for sure. LeBron looking very dangerous over here on the red side. You bet. LeBron on the reds, and he should be able to still see the side of this red kick out for the other one on the other side of the table. Well, okay, here you go. Trey chose to take on the reds, not the yellows. And it's game on. LeBron is on and out on the reds on the other table. Trey Chan has closed the table on reds. It's a red all round. That's a big confident shot by that young man. Jeez, he's impressed me. Coming up through the ranks, the singles champion reserves last year. Stepping up into opens this year and just not missing a beat. Got a great junior component, since I say that, obviously. Commentator's not. He's missed a couple of centre. But our junior component in the NT getting stronger and stronger every year. We've got young Adam Grace showing his form in the opens this year. Second overall in the stats. Quarter-final in the singles. Quarter-final in the NT Open as well. And the Darwin Open. He's coming up. And then, of course, you've got young Ryder, new to the scene, but absolutely shooting the lights out. Happy to say he's in our league side on a Wednesday night. Kid has got game. So we welcome our Mr. Scott McKay back to the commentary as soon as he stops playing with his nipples and starts this thing up.
There we go.
Here he is.
Hopefully you can hear me.
Here we go. Davis showing the remnants actually of his car accident. Very lucky Chris Davis earlier on in the year. That right arm showing the worst of his injuries, but he could have been a lot worse off. Having his car flip on him a road up here in the territory at speed. Luckily, no one more seriously hurt than himself at the time.
Come on, Jimmy.
Look at here on the yellows. He's got to pop this one.
LeBron just missed a sitter over the centre with that red to go out actually while you're gone. Yeah, that's. Don't know if Chris will be totally. I think it's what he's shooting for.
Trey's played a really nice shot.
Trey took on Reds, made a bust through the guts to start off this out, and it was one shot that created the out. You know, it opened up for 3 other shots. Thank you very much. Cheers, mate. Legendary. Hello. LeBron, I would have taken the one over the centre and come down. Even the skill shot would have made it difficult for Davis.
Potentially. I mean, the double was definitely right there. So Trey's left this white ball very high.
This red's if he cuts this red in, Trey, this is a big hit. Oh, has he given it a shake? So some pressure on Rule here. Balls might be all right out in the open, but 3 of them are on rails. So with Trey's red sitting in a prime position, black out in the table, pressure's on him every shot that he makes. And Davis has given himself an opportunity, that's for sure.
He's actually decelerated there. He wanted to get on the
Will he go? You reckon he'll go long, or you reckon he'll go across?
It's hard to say. I think
I've known Davis to do things like just knock it up and use the white, pot the red, and leave him nothing. He's got some skills.
The leftmost yellow maybe to the top left. But no matter what you do, you've got to make sure you pot a ball to keep it going. The one up to the top right is a little bit tougher.
Yep.
A little bit more close pocket.
And he did.
He's tried.
But has he got himself? Oh, okay. Face count double or skill shot?
I'm not sure the skill shot's the right one on these tables, unless they're running a little bit quicker.
Face cut doubles a tricky. Oh, that's huge. Trey Chan. That's huge. You got to make sure the white gets out of the way if he's going to face cut.
Yeah, I think that's not really the big problem. I think that'll happen pretty easily.
What's the issue then? Getting the white ball position.
Just getting it, really.
All right.
Good shot. Good shot.
Yes. Nice shot, Davis. And Trey Chan with a cup from hell. Look at that for black to go in. Wow. That was huge.
It's not one rail escape, so just not good enough.
That was massive. There we go. Davis, black for the game to go into the grand final.
He's normally captain consistent. Captain consistent. Well played, guys.
Commiserations to Katherine. What a huge bloody match. And Darwin definitely on their heels at the end of that. That'll give them a big wake-up call. It'll be a great final again tonight when we see the might of Litchfield take on the wrath of Darwin.
It's always a good match.
Always a good match. Now around the room, what do we got? The match is still going, they must be bloody close. So Tennant, I had a 10-7 with the reserves. Sorry, Tennant's 11-8. What's going on there? That should be finished. Ross.
Are you watching the right ones?
Reserves. Ross.
Oh, they've got 2 extras.
Huh?
They've got 2 extra symbols.
No.
So they're still running.
Fucked up. Hey Ross. Do you just realise
Better mute it.
Tennant, extra singles 1, extra singles 2. What's the go there?
They got an extra round of reserve.